What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Yoga Duck coming to you from New Orleans, NOLA, the N.O., the Crescent City. Yeah, that Big Easy, baby. And today I got some content for you. But before we get into all that, make sure you hit that like button. I'm talking about absolutely assault that like button. Give it a flying elbow from the top rope for me. Hit that subscribe button. Click on all and the bell notification so you'll be aware of every time I drop a new video. And share it with your friends. We're on the road to monetization. Help a brother out. We're a third of the way there. And I'm trying to be there before I'm gonna be a bit conservative. I'm gonna try to be there before June. Can you help me out? And let me put it. No, I want to be a little bit more ambitious. Let's say I want to be there by the end of May. Well, no, the beginning of May. Now let's go back to June. June. I want to be there, and I think that's totally achievable. Now I can do a little cheat code. I can do a little cheat code and do a reaction video to like my last reaction video, the Hanuman Khan. That was almost like a cheat code. I gained so many subscribers off of that, but that's not my main content. But I digress. I don't want to go on this whole rant about that. You know what I'm saying? Just help a brother out. But today's episode, we're gonna be talking about this potential. We're gonna be talking about this potential rap battle between this potential rap battle between Kanye and Kendrick. It seems like Kanye he wants all the smoke when it comes to Kendrick. He's cruising for a lyrical bruising from Kendrick. And I also think, like I said in one of my previous videos, shout out to God damn it. Why is this man name blanking on me? Shoot. Ray Daniels. Shout out to him. Shout out to Mr. Daniels who came up with the whole thing about Kanye and Drake possibly joining forces to take down Kendrick. And although Kanye went on his little rant, he was even dissing Drake in the rant, calling him the F word and everything. I mean, Kanye was going after everybody. He went after Drake, he went after Kendrick, he went after Jay-Z and Beyonce, went after their kids, calling the kids the R word for mental disabilities, which is absolutely atrocious. And like I've said in the past in my other video, can we just leave this man alone? Ignore this man. That's the only way. That's the only way we're gonna get him out the paint. He has to go. As a former Kanye supporter, I need him gone. I don't wish no harm on this man. I don't wish no harm on anyone. It's not my place to wish harm on you. Not my place to wish unaliving on you. I don't even want you to be like financially destitute. I just want you gone. I want you ignored. I want people to not pay attention to you. Is that so hard to ask? Is that so hard to ask? Can we just stop paying attention to this dude? Now, he did drop his album, which, if you ask me, it wasn't nothing to write home about. It's approximately 30 minutes of basically chill at home music, I'm guessing. I likened it to I said it was basically an album for that you can just like let play in the background and you don't get annoyed by it being on. It's like it's not hyped to where it's just a whole bunch of overstimulation in the background. It's something you can ignore. It's ignorable. It's not trash. It's not fire either, like a lot of Kanye sycophants would say. They thought the album was absolutely amazing. They thought it was fire. I don't get fire from it. I get meh. Shout out to my man's Vision in Showface's Discord. He likened it to he likened it sorry. He likened it to penthouse music. And that's pretty accurate. Penthouse music, something chilling at home where you just letting it play in the background. That's pretty much what I got from it. If I had to give it a grade, it was a 5 out of 10. 5. Like just middle. You know what? Maybe not 5. Maybe not 5. Because 5 is like if you break 5 down now as a percentage, it's a 50%, which a 50% will be a F. I ain't gonna give them a F. I give them a 7 out of 10, which will bring it to like C. No, a high D, maybe a C. I forgot. I ain't been in school in over 20 years. But yeah, I would liken it to that. You know, I would say it was a 7, not failing, not trash, just good enough to get by. Um, but I digress. So it seems like not Drake, Kanye is absolutely cruising for a lyrical bruising from Kendrick, and it also seems like it's a concerted effort to bring Drake back to prominence. Because it seems as though Drake, 50 Cent, and Kanye maybe putting in this like collaborative effort to make Drake once again the golden child of hip hop. 50 Cent seems to be playing good cop, while Kanye is bad cop, but he's throwing you off the scent with him dissing Drake. He's like throwing you off. Like you don't know how to react to it. Oh, this can't possibly like my take from Ray Daniels and what he had to say, my take still stands. I still think that this is something that's in the works. But Kanye is doing his best bad guy impression to make it seem like they're not aligned. You know what I'm saying? Because the pushback he was giving Drake, yeah, he called him the F word, but he called him some inflammatory things. But at the same time, I still think that this is just to throw us off the scent. That's what it is. Rant aside. But yeah, Kanye went on an absolute rant. And it started, I don't know where it started, because I don't follow Kanye. I don't follow Kanye. It's because he's exhausting. Like I don't want to partake in no one's mental downfall. Like he's cooked. His brain is mush at this point. He's operating off vibes. Outright vibes to be exact. 1488. If you don't know what 1488 is, I advise you to look that up. Shout out to Ms. Challz who brought that to my attention. Not necessarily brought it to my attention, but she's the one that like refreshing it in my mind that this was a thing. So if you don't know what 1488 is, I advise you to do your Googles. Because for the remainder of this video and probably here going forward, instead of me calling them the outright, which is the people that Drake as well. Kanye seems to be aligning himself with the likes of like Aiden Ross. Now he's not he's of the small hat community. So he's not necessarily 1488, but he had some 1488 vibes. But let's get into what Kanye, the loser that he is. Yes, Kanye, you are a loser. I'm just gonna say it. As much as I used to support you, you're a loser, and I want you gone. I want you absolutely gone. So, yay, there will never be an apology to the Carter family until they help me with my children. Like, why do you think you're entitled to help from anyone but yourself and mental health experts? That's who you need the help from. So basically, in this rant, he's basically saying that he wants help. He's not apologizing to Jay-Z and Beyonce until he gets help with getting his children back from the Kardashians. He also has this where he says Jay and his wife are slaves to the small hat community in the system. And the weird thing about the tweet is Jay, by the hands of God, can't touch me. He's actually I can't read stuff without punctuations well. I apologize. As a guy can't touch me. He actually been placed here to protect me at all costs. Now, if you were following the rants that were going on, basically Kanye was dissing this person. He's dissed Cardi, Playboy Cardi, and all this, and was saying all kinds of inflammatory things about everybody. If you were following along, you know that he basically said if he isn't unalived in the week, y'all are basically PUSSY. So he was like basically begging people to unalive him. And now he's begging Kendrick to lyrically undermine him and his new thing after this album has dropped. So here's what he's poking the bear now. He's poking at Kendrick. Basically, it says, Kendrick, please come diss me. Come on, do something. I know everybody's seen this meme before. This is Kanye poking the bear, trying his best to get Kendrick to come diss him. Do I think this will actually happen? No. Because I think Kendrick has the mindset that most people in this space have when it comes to Kanye, including Jay-Z. Jay-Z is not gonna unalive Drake. For what? He's mentally ill. They know that the man needs help. Like, that's no way to deal with that situation. Yes, he basically attacked his children, which is absolutely sickening. And that's like I said, I don't wish harm on no one, but if Kanye got hands and feet put on him, I wouldn't bat an eye. Honestly, I wouldn't bat an eye. That's disgusting. But now he's likening Kendrick to Bin Laden of all people, stating Kendrick Bin Laden has been terrorizing the rap music industry with his lame deaf ass voice. I don't know, lame deaf? What? I don't even know what that means. This nigga needs to stop rapping ASAP. Plus, he doesn't have the balls to diss the king of king. Yay. Yo, if this wasn't so delusional, it would actually be funny. If it wasn't so delusional, it'd actually be funny. I don't think this battle is gonna happen. I actually think that Kendrick is gonna ignore him. Like, for all those yearning for Kanye Kendrick 2025, I think we're gonna miss out on this one, to be honest. To be totally honest. The only thing that people should do with Kanye is ignore him. And this, I said this in a previous video, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, monetarily, do you think that the 1488 crowd is going to back you? The only people you're going to get to back you in a beef with Kendrick is Drake Glazers. That's it. The 1488 crowd is not backing you. They're not backing you. You're only a mouthpiece. You're only a tool, which we all know what that crowd does with tools when they're finished with it. They break them. Shout out to the new black media. I can't think if it was Jason Black, Professor Black Truth that coined that. But uh when they are done with their tools, they typically break them. Kanye, you're just a mouthpiece for the 1488 crowd. That's it. You say all the stuff that they can't say because if they say it on social media, they run the risk of unemployment. Now you're gonna get the rich ones that'll say it because they can't be canceled. They're rich. They got money. They own businesses, or stocks and stuff like that. They have assets. You can't, but like the 1488 crowd that's just regular working class men and women, they're not gonna you know they can't back you. They can't. They're not going to even support you monetarily by buying your albums because they're not interested. They're not interested. And I'm not saying don't quote me and try to misconstrue what I'm saying, but they're listening to country music and rock. And then I'm not saying that the rock crowd and the country music crowd are racist. I'm not saying that at all. But that's what they listen to. That's what they listen to. They don't really care about hip hop unless you're like Tom McDonald or somebody. You know what I'm saying? You get a Tom McDonald. If you get a Tom McDonald feature, you may do some numbers. I don't even know why you even think about that one. And I'm sorry that I even put that out the ether. I honestly want you not to be relevant. So I don't even want you to like mistakenly do something that can make you relevant. And that's all this beef with Kendrick is. It's a cry for relevancy. That's it. That's it. I've gone on long enough, but I do want to share a few other brothers takes on this. And I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. First, we're gonna get into Challz Brown and get his take on it, if you don't mind. Shout out to Challz Brown.
Kanye is begging Kendrick to diss him. What up, words boy? Challz Brown back again, talking facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those cash out to CLBMG and join the membership gang. Kanye is begging for Kendrick to diss him, but this is a cry for relevancy.
That's what I've been saying all along. This is just him wanting to be relevant because everyone's pretty much done with him. Everyone's pretty much done with him. The alt-right 1488 crowd is the only one that's like backing him, but it's just so he can be a tool.
Wants to stay relevant. He is spiraling out of control because he realizes no one cares about his antics. They only care about his Twitter. He realizes that if he loses that Twitter page, he actually will fade from public culture altogether. I'm just going to be honest. No one talks about Kanye unless he's dissing someone of some form of importance. If he's not dissing Jewish people, or if he's not dissing Drake, or if he's not dissing Kendrick, or if he's not talking stuff about Playboy Cardi or his own wife or someone's children or Jay-Z's children or Beyonce's children, if he's not talking about someone else, if he just comes out and just tries to be a normal, peaceful, God-fearing human being and just talk about himself and his career, people won't care.
Exactly. And no one cares, dude. If people cared, vultures would have done numbers. If people cared. If people actually cared, vultures too would have done numbers. No one cares, Kanye. You're done musically. You don't even have the same appeal that you once did. You consider yourself this musical genius, but like no bunch, like who can't do what you did on this last album? It's nothing but samples, and it sounds like AI. You're not even important to the culture anymore.
I'm just going to be honest. I actually saw an interview I want to say, I didn't watch it, but I saw the streams of it. And it was an interview about 2 weeks ago with some random guy. I don't even remember the guy, but I saw that the interview probably did maybe $1 million or less, right? Maybe $1 million or less, something like that. I don't think it did. I don't think it even reached 2 million views. But that was because the interview was like sober Kanye, straightforward, just talking, just talking.
Oh, he's talking about that interview that I put in one of my video when I said that him and Drake were gonna join together like Voltron. Basically that was the interview when he said that it would take a psycho genius to take a Kendrick down. I think that's the interview.
And no one cares. No one cares about sober Kanye just talking. He has an interview coming up now, allegedly with academics, where he has a full-on black KKK suit on. And he's talking junk about everybody in the business. That's going to go viral times 10. That's going to have the numbers of a Not Like Us. Like, it's just going to have numbers. It ain't going to have a Not Like Us numbers. I'm joking. But it's going to do well.
I didn't even... Before Challz Brown... before Challz brought that to my attention, I didn't have any clue that was in the works. DJ Academic sickens me. He does. He platforms nonsense. To like, and it's gonna take like someone like a DJ Academics to give a platform to someone this sick. DJ Academics, first of all, and I don't know if the allegations against Drake are true, but if the allegations are slightly true about Drake, DJ Academics only seems to surround himself with degenerates. DJ Academics only seems to align himself and platform degenerates. Drake, Aiden Ross, Kanye in a full-on KKK robe is ridiculous. Yes, I understand you're trying to get your money, you're trying to go viral, you're trying to make this content, but at some point, morals have to come into play. At some point, we got to stop shucking and jiving for clicks and views and likes. And I know that the streaming community, and I'm talking about all the streamers, Blackboy Max, Kai Sanat, I'm talking about every last one of the streamers. That's what they do. They go viral by shucking and jiving. That's the only way to go viral. Shucking, jiving, and homoerotic behavior. Sus behavior is what they do. Shucking and jiving and sus behavior is what the streaming community is known for.
Academics is going to line his fat pockets. Kanye's going to line his fat pockets, and everybody involved will have a great time. I believe Aiden Ross may be involved as well, but it's going to...
Of course, Aiden Ross is going to be involved. Because Aiden Ross is a racist. And he's absolutely cannot wait to hear Kanye say some racist stuff and throw some racist bait towards his racist friends and all his racist supporters and viewers.
To be some of the most disgusting and vile things he can possibly conceive, and Academics is going to sit there and feed him with a fat fork so that he can go off and rail against everyone. And Academics said, I didn't edit it whatsoever because I don't care. Now, this thing is going to be ripe for YouTube violations and things of that nature. So he may stream it on other platforms. I do not know, but I fully expect there to be some hip hop quotables, and Kenny will surely be attacked in this so-called interview. But what's going to happen is Kenny's going to have a choice to make. And I hope he chooses not to feed into it, which I'm sure he's smart enough. But if for some reason he wanted to not like us, Kanye, I'm here to tell you it will not work, because the problem is Kanye has sycophants. He has people that are just absolutely entrenched. He has a lot of people who are very, very racist now, following him now into his rhetoric because he's speaking their language, right? We speak the same language. Like he's just on some what they say, I say. He loves it, right? Nick Fuentes and all this stuff. He loves this stuff because that's who he surrounded himself with. So that's who he's pandering to at the moment. So they're going to, anything he says and does at this point, they're going to co-sign it and they're going to reverse it onto Kenny, and whatever Kenny says about this guy morally, you're going to hear more of the hypocrite stuff. You're going to hear this and that. So it won't work. It's like trying to beat the devil at his own game.
That's exactly what it is. Trying to beat the devil at his own game. Shout out to Challz Brown. Shout out to Challz Brown, Charlie Brown. Shout out to you, because that was perfectly said. It's like trying to beat the devil at his own game. I still don't consider Kanye a psycho genius. I just consider him someone off his meds, and genius I would never attribute to Kanye. It's Kenny cannot win this battle because Challz did mention it. So I'm gonna bring Challz back. Let me see. Let's see if he gets into it, because that's why I kind of want to end the video.
You can't out-rap the devil, right? You can't out-battle the devil. You're not gonna beat him at his own. There's no way to do it, right? Only God can beat him. So at the end of the day, you're gonna waste your time going down that rabbit hole trying to diss him. The hip hop fans don't care about Kanye no more. So
I said the same thing. The hip hop fans don't care about Kanye. It's only the alt-right 1488 sycophants that care about Kanye. And they don't even care. They don't care. He's only a tool.
Everything you say in this thing, the hip hop fans not even really tripping off Kanye. They already agree with you. They already know that he's dumb. So they're not going to be like, oh, he killed them, because there's really no way to kill him. Right? This guy is a walking parasite. We don't have a spray yet for this guy. We don't have a vaccine. We don't have any antibiotic. He's a vile creature that he lives in his own mess. So you would have to sink down to his level to even beat him. So the hip hop heads are not going to really, they're going to be like, but we already know this. You know what I'm saying? There's no pen there's nothing you can put to paper, and to waste your time trying to would make no sense. So the hip hop heads are going to discredit the battle because it's a one-sided battle. Everybody know Kanye don't even write. So
that's a fact. This is going to be another 20v1 when it comes to Kanye. But now that I think about it, like who exactly would be the GOAT? Like who would want to align themselves against Kendrick to be a ghostwriter for Kanye, given his current mental state, his current rhetoric that he puts out, his current alignments, and his current fan base? Like Rhymefest is not doing it. You may get a Lupe who was just this staunch like Kendrick hater. But he wouldn't say he was a hater. Maybe you can definitely get a Drake to come ghostwrite for it. And I can see Drake doing that, penning some stuff or recruiting the OVO sweatshop. I can see that happening, but other than that, like who?
it was a one-sided battle to even try to beat him on some hip hop. Then all of his fans that are not weirdos and racists, they are like zombies too. So they're gonna ignore whatever you're saying and make it like Kanye's off his meds. So he since his mom died, they're gonna make mad excuses for him, and then they're gonna make Kenny into a bad guy. Kanye's 10 years older than Kendrick, but they're gonna make it like he's punching down. They're gonna make it like Kendrick is punching down on Kanye. So you're starting from a losing position.
Right. It's And that's why I want to end this one. It's gonna be like punching down. It's gonna be like him picking on the mentally challenged person. That's what it's gonna come off as. Challz Brown is absolutely correct on that one. And I never thought about that one. Like on my last video, I just thought like, yeah, he can just get him out the paint. But I never took into consideration the mental health aspects and the visuals of someone the likes of Kendrick attacking someone with mental illness. That's what it's going to come off as. Hopefully, if he does decide to engage, it doesn't. It's a possibility that it, because at the end of the day, all this stuff is self-inflicted by Kanye. He can change. He can absolutely change. He has money. He can seek the help that he needs. He can. He can get on his medication. He can afford medication. There's plenty of people out here in the world and in the United States that can't even afford, that don't have access to great mental health facilities. Dude, Kanye needs to be put in a padded room. I'm sorry. I don't wish that for him. I wish him to get better. I wish him to get back on his medication, and I wish him to stop doing the whippets. But at this point, he is a lost cause. And Challz Brown is absolutely right when he says the hip hop community is not even checking for him. The only ones checking for him is the 1488 crowd, but they're just checking for him to be the mouthpiece for them. To be the black mouthpiece for them to say the stuff that they can't get away with saying. I'm done with Kanye. And I don't wish for Kendrick to be the one to get him out the paint lyrically. But I wish there was someone we can recruit. Someone with the lyrical abilities that was slightly thrown off themselves that can go after Kanye and it won't seem like punching down. Look, I do these videos because, one, I love hip hop. And two, although it may not seem like it, I kind of like what hip hop is right now. Like we're in conversations. Like just a couple years ago, you couldn't find rappers going number one on Billboard. That wasn't a thing. Like as much as I think I don't like Drake, and I think he's a weirdo and a culture vulture and all these things like that. Although I don't particularly care for him, I do appreciate what he's done. And any Kendrick Glazer and y'all got to accept it. Like, yeah, Drake helped out a lot when it comes to not Kendrick. Kendrick was going to be Kendrick no matter what. Kendrick has the potential to go number one, with or without this Drake beef. But I do appreciate the conversations being had. I do appreciate the fervor and the want for hip hop at this moment. I do like, maybe not so much the narratives, right? I don't like the glazing. I don't like people being doxxed and people being hacked for information regarding Kendrick and Drake. I don't like the glazers glazing it up. That's not necessarily what I like about it, but I like that the hip hop community is being talked about again. I like that we're relevant again. And shout out to Drake and Kendrick for bringing that into fruition. Like, hip hop is on top right now. You cannot deny that. But I do want it to be a more healthier space. That's what I want. And promoting mental illness is not it can't fit into that equation of it being a much more healthier space. One, I'm but I do appreciate it. I'm just anti-glazer. I'm anti-sycophant. I'm anti all of these things. I'm anti putting celebrities on a pedestal. I say this almost every video. Stop putting these people on pedestals. I'm going to continue to say it because this sick behavior that we're being exposed to is crazy. And look, I got a video that I'm going to be working on, and it strictly touches on that. The sycophants and the glazers, the idolaters, the people, the idol worshipers, the parasocial poison that has not just that has infested and poisoned not just the hip hop community, but society as a whole. But look, that's all the time I got for y'all today. That's all the content. Just make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, I'm on the road to monetization. I'm almost there. I'm like more than a third of the way there. So if you help me out, I can get there by June. I promise you I can get there by June. And I'm going to continue to push out this content. Like I love doing this. This is fun for me. It's a way to vent. But with that said, make sure you give maximum effort in all the endeavors of all your endeavors in life. And I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.